that with commitment and persistence, we can build institutions that educate minds, that shape futures and strengthen our continent. Distinguished guests, Africa and the world bade farewell to one of our greatest Pan-Africanists, the second Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Your heartfelt tribute to him this morning deeply moved me. I'm certain that from the mountaintop, my dear brother and friend Raila is smiling down upon us and upon you, proud of your tribute to him in his honor this morning. And what Junior forgot to say is, when I did not contest the three presidential elections in a straight line, it's because I chose for the first two to be my brother's running mate. And the third one, I did not even offer my candidature. I said I was going to really support him unconditionally. And that we did. Raila's Pan-Africanism was never merely ideological. It was a way of life. For decades, he championed African unity, economic cooperation, and leadership that prioritizes people. He believed passionately that Africa must speak with one voice, and that our continent's future depends on our ability to stand together. As the African Union's High Representative for Infrastructure Development, Raila carried this dream across Africa. He envisioned a continent connected by railways, by roads, by energy corridors and digital networks. A continent bound not by borders, but by shared purpose. He often reminded us, I quote, "Africa cannot trade or integrate without infrastructure," end of quote. For Raila, this connection was more than development. It was liberation. And therefore, I also agree with you, my brother PLO, when you say the time for economic liberation is now. It was important. Our forefathers, a lot of whom are actually being depicted right in front of us, struggled and fought for African political liberation. And that was achieved. And I think the story of Kwame Nkrumah and the argument at the OAU summit at that time, whether they should have gone for integration, which was, I think others like Mwalimu Nyerere and others, that a few had a different way of looking at it. But imagine Kwame Nkrumah's dream being agreed with. This will be a continent like no other. So now, for my brother Raila, even in death, his spirit continues to inspire. His voice reminds us that Africa's power lies in cooperation, not in division, in dignity, not in dependency. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may his dream for a united Africa live on. Of course, he joins many, many others. I can tell you, for example, at the occasion to even reach out to brother leader who was misunderstood, Muammar Gaddafi. I see my friend PLO. I think you need to look a little bit at that contribution. Muammar's vision was for an African foreign policy, which is common, and African defense policy, which is also common. But I can see that there are difficulties in achieving some of these things. Ladies and gentlemen, there is truly a wind of change sweeping across our continent. This wind is the latest expression of Pan-Africanism, I dare say. The wave of Gen Z-led protests across Africa against bad governance, against corruption,